And let's see what he can do here today. That's some good golf right there. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. John, have you got a read on this one?
This putt starts out pretty straight towards the hole, though. It should move a little to the left.
Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at first.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Good shot there, Beamer. He's setting up for his second shot. Well, that's the perfect shape. Just controlling a fade. That's inside the house of opportunity. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament. The third hole is another par 4 here at Pinehurst number 2, but not a long one.
A driver not required, just anything to put your tee shot in the fairway. Second shot will be shortish in length, but again, a green that has run off areas in all kinds of directions. Still a good birdie opportunity.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Looking at the caddy, a bit too much club there.
Oh, he's hit a good bunker shot there, but that one's pretty close. Well hold. Let's move on. Currently 2 under for the tournament. The fourth hole of Pinehurst number 2 is an outstanding and challenging par 4.
Your tee shot through a little bit of shoot there. Fairway cambers from left to right. Next shot straight back up the hill. You got a little bit of room out to the right hand side that you can use to bank your golf ball off of and get it back on the green. This is a daunting prospect of a hole.
Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Didn't that look good for a long time? If he makes this, he'll save his par. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Pinehurst number 2, originally designed by the legendary architect Donald Ross and restored recently by Core Crenshaw. And the 5th hole is a real feature, isn't it?
They've done an immaculate job here. Tee shot runs parallel in the opposite direction to the 4th. Fairway does camber from right to left, so a draw more than likely with your second shot, but you don't want to miss this green to the left. There is a massive run out, and that golf ball will keep going and going and going until it's gone.
Now he's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is about 24 feet for him here.
Oh, he's going to like the look of this. Like the look of this. Yes, the putt drops. Beautiful. He finds himself at the top of the leaderboard. Over to 6 we go. Rich, the first par 3 here at Pinehurst number 2.
Again, runoff areas both left and right into some pretty deep bunkers. Finding the green in regulation is going to be key.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Always nice to have a birdie putt. And after that hole, our featured player leads by 1. We've now arrived at the par 4 7th.
Yes, dog leg from left to right. The longer the hitter, the more of that dog leg they will cut off, reducing the hole in size, which will be helpful because you get to go into this raised green with such a short iron.
Playing from 110 yards out. He leads the field by a stroke. Great looking shot this. Oh, just missed. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
This for a birdie run.
And that should secure the par on this one. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 8th hole at Pinehurst number 2 works its way back up the hill.
Only the longest hitters are going to be able to find this green in 2, but if they want to keep it on this green, they're going to need a little bit of luck here because this green, no bunkers surrounding it, but there are very few flat spots around it. If you want to make birdie, you better have a keen short game.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line. And he's hit that inside the range.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
This one's for birdie. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that takes him to 6 under. The 9th hole at Pinehurst number 2 continues to feature a green that has so much going on, whether it's crowned or domed, but there's a lot of slope.
And there's a lot of slopes running into some bad spots, isn't there, Luke? Front, you're going back into the bunker.
Unbelievable.
And look at that reaction. High fives all around.
As we make the turn, Rich, our featured player is out in front.
Could be some trying times indeed. Tough holes lay ahead, but yes, you're in the position that you want to be ahead of the pack.
The back nine at Pinehurst number 2 starts at the par 5, Rich.
Straightaway par 5, Luke. Most players not able to reach in 2. Second shot, you must lay up to a really good number where you can maximize spin with your wedges in order to control the spin for your third and hopefully get it close and make a birdie.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting out to this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one looks like it breaks hard left to right.
Oh, good look at birdie here. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Over to the 11th tee, where you've really got to be quite accurate off it in this par 4.
Your driver not really necessary off this hole. You just need to make sure you find the fairway. From there, you've got 2 bunkers on the left of the green protecting wayward shots and a 3rd back right. This is another solid hole.
Playing from around 150 yards here. This one's going right at the pin here. He's putting in a ball striking clinic, it seems, today, Rich.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
Drive there.
Second shot here on the 12th. Well, that's beautifully judged. And these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. He's currently in first place. The 13th hole here at Pinehurst, number 2, Rich. Just another one of these beaut par 4s.
Another one of these par 4s where you got to find the fairway somehow, hit a fiddly little cut with a 3-wood or a driver. Again, second shot back up the hill to a green that is domed shape. You need to make sure that you leave it below the hole here if at all possible. This green gets scary fast.
Good looking shot this. Second shot here on the 13th hole. Oh, what about the outcome of this one? It's looking pretty sweet. Lining up the birdie putt here. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And our leader has managed to build a 5-shot buffer over the field. On the 14th, another par 4, Rich, where, again, premium is on accuracy.
Decisions to be made. Do you take driver and try and fit it around that fairway bunker, or do you take 3-wood and lay it back of it? If you take driver out, you're going to have such an easier second shot. 3-wood, a much longer shot, but there is room to bounce this golf ball into the screen. Not as severe on the edges as others.
Oh, that looks so good off the club. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
What a performance. 8 birdies on the card. Now 6 shots in front after that hole. Well, this wonderful finish to Pinehurst number 2 truly starts at 15, the par 3.
This green is so difficult. It sits above you just enough, and it doesn't look like there's anything there. You're hitting to a wall right in front of you, and all you can see is the golf ball disappearing in any direction other than right in the middle of this green. This is visually probably one of the difficult shots on this course.
Holding steady in first place after that one. On the tee now, the par 4 16th. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Another birdie opportunity coming up for this player.
Oh, what a way to finish the day. Hoping he can close out.
That's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Well, now, man on the ground, John McCarthy has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
I think this one's moving right to left.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Currently 13 under for the event. The penultimate hole at Pinehurst number 2 is an absolutely delightful par 3 with some wonderful history, Rich.
I cannot look at the 17th hole and not think about the shot that Payne Stewart hit in there back in 1999. It was just glorious. And when you stand on that tee on 17, that's the only image that you want to have. Payne Stewart swinging, balancing, finishing it. Oh, it was artistry at its best.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
And that will drop in for a birdie. Currently in first position. And this wonderful championship test ends at Pinehurst number 2 with an uphill par 4.
Blind tee shot here for these players. That's the difficulty here. Just pick a spot in the distance and give her a whirl. From there, you actually have an opportunity on a flat-ish kind of green, not nearly as severe as some of the other ones on the golf course. Right-hand side will get a strong workout because that is the most severe. But if you miss it on the left-hand side, you never know. Finish in style with the birdie, why not?
Oh, that is brilliant. Look at this one. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th, and a chance for birdie at the last. He has this putt in front of him to finish with a clubhouse lead. He sinks his final putt, and with it, grabs the clubhouse lead. That's good playing. Here comes the rest of the field, looking to finish up there. This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Look, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elby saying so long from 2K Sports. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Well, it's that gorgeous meeting of surf and turf here at La Jolla, California. The final round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is on now. Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company as always. Alongside me is Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Kuyak and John McCarthy will be following all the action. And Beamer, certainly set up for a stunner today at Torrey Pines South. What do you think these players face this week from the course?
They face a rude awakening. They haven't played too many golf courses yet this year, but they're going to run into Torrey Pines South, and you're going to figure out exactly how good a shape your golf game is in, because it's ruthless. And if you're not careful, you can go out there and shoot a big number in a hurry. It tests every facet of your game. This golf course is an absolute brute.
Phenomenal approach shot, that one. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Currently at -1 following that hole. Torrey Pines South has a wonderful short par 4 coming right here at the second.
Yeah, a nice little ease into the round, isn't it? Fairway metal off the tee, driver really not needed, but this green can get a little tricky with 3 distinct tiers on it. Find the right one, and you could be finding an early birdie.
This is his second shot.
That dog will hunt.
Just 10 feet to the cup here.
This is for birdie.
John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
It looks like this putt will be moving to the left.
Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. There are so many stunning holes on this entire property that there's few more picturesque than this downhill par 3 third.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is in the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
And that performance will now take him to 3 under par.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
That's nicely done. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135. This one is going straight at it. Some nice calculations there with this wind.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South course. Keeping ball in fairways critical. And that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
That was a beauty. And now this to move inside the top 10. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And he'll move into the top 10. The 6 holes are really cool par 5. Once you get back up on the top of the hill here, you want to try and take on the corner of this par 5.
Yeah, taking it down the right-hand side, it will seriously reduce this par 5, but you've got to avoid the rough. It can get really nasty. From there, you could possibly run it up between all those bunkers. There's one low spot area on the left-hand side of this green that will come into play should you get your distance control a little bit wrong.
Opting for the 4-iron here. Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens in regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Always nice to hold those for birdie. And the bonus now into the top 5. Over to 7 here at Torrey Pines South, Rich. A great par 4 that requires good positioning off the tee as well.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Well, good-looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the set. Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4. Now 5 strokes behind. The 8th at Torrey Pines South is an uphill par 3. It can be a hole in one hole, or it can be an absolute brute to even find the green, depending on where that hole location is.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Well played.
Putting for birdie here.
And that's 8 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. The final hole on the outward half is a par 5. Runs right against the boundary fence and requires 2 big shots.
2 long straight shots required if you want to find this par 5 and 2. If you don't, a nice little layup. Give yourself a good number for a 3rd shot. There is a nice little shelf there. If it pins up top left, watch the spin down on the right hand side. Watch it go into homie.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
This one's hit on a pretty nice line, I feel. As we head to the back 9 here at Torrey Pines South, Rich, the 10th isn't a long hole, but the slope off the tee makes it a difficult one.
That camber's pretty good from left to right, so most players are going to take something less than driver, probably a 3-wood or a 5-wood, and try and hit a draw into that bank to slow the golf ball down. You find the fairway, the green sits slightly above you, but the difficult part about it is it's got 3 different sections, a front, a back left, and a back right. You got to get your second shot spot on to have the best opportunity for birdie.
Henny's down there. You got a read?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
What a disappointment.
Just a short putt remaining here.
As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2. The 11th at Torrey Pines South plays downhill, but it's still a long par 3.
And not a big target either. You got deep bunkers both left and right. You got a shelf up there top left. This is just a strong, difficult, lovely, if you like, par 3.
That should set up another chance.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Wow, that was just straight.
From around 170 yards here. And just 1 shot off the lead.
Ouch, that hurts. This putt to move into a tie for first.
Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much is being said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a 3rd shot that's absolutely blind. This 3rd shot could be one of the most difficult 3rd shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Nicely done.
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. Well, as we head into our finishing stretch, it starts with the par 4 14th.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Oh, so close.
An opportunity for a birdie here. And he holds another one. And he's building quite a sizable lead here. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
Why are the straightaway par fours the hardest ones? We have another one right here. It's just straight away with the drive, nothing fancy about it. You find the fairway and you're left with another long iron second shot. You got a front right bunker that should see plenty of action. The one on the left, though, that's a big no-no spot, as this green does tilt pretty good from back to front. It has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
That was special.
7 feet to the cup.
That's well holed. Now 15 under the card, heading down the stretch.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place.
We drew that one up perfectly, didn't he? Going with the 5-wood. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. What an opportunity to make a birdie. It's got a chance. Oh, what a putt. And as we move on to the next, our featured player leads by 4. Your ball striking certainly gets tested off the tee here at 17 as we head for home at Torrey Pines South.
You want to avoid the bunkers on the right, but in doing so you bring the ravine on the left into play, don't you? Second shot, though, plays slightly uphill. There's 2 distinct sections, the left and the right here. A little bit of a spine that bisects this green. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be on the green.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 17th. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. Well, the finishing hole at Torrey Pines South is a famous one. There's been so many cool memories that have happened over the years here. Go for it in 2.
If you get the opportunity, why wouldn't you? I mean, this is probably the best risk-reward par 5, or one of the best on the PGA Tour. You find the fairway, just the water bit on the left-hand side fronting this green. It's going to make you think all day long, do I have enough? Can I carry it? Should you find the green? Yes, you got a decent opportunity at eagle, birdie at worst, but you start missing it left and right. That's when things get a little bit dicey. This one is all over it.
Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Here's a putt to finish his round with the clubhouse lead.
Looking better.
And that will put a smile on his dial. An eagle to finish the day. Well, Rich, we saw from the get-go that this player was right on song this week. Just a class of both.
This player absolutely dominated all week long, all tournament long. Great job. You don't see this happen very often.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to our coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. The final round starts now. I'm Andrew Catalan alongside Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action on the course. And Rich, the West Coast swing rolls on. We're set up for a great week of action here at historic Pebble Beach.
Yes, we are. The original Bing Crosby Clam Bake. Celebrity clam bake. Get all of your friends to come up here, have a great week about it. Now it's the AT&T Pebble Beach, but it's the same vibe. You got the best in the game on the golf level, and you got the best in the game where there's actors, athletes, people in business. This is a big deal to play in this Pro-Am.
The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
That's a rock solid par right there. Going and going and going.
This player won their last event. Let's see if that momentum carries on.
Well, it's certainly in their favor, isn't it? Winning breeds winning. It wouldn't surprise me to see them win again this week.
That's a golf clap right there. Well done. And a 4-footer left. It goes in for eagle. Setting up now on the tee of the par 4 third.
Trying to calm himself down after that eagle's last. Nicely done.
That is a big time drive. Feet to the cup.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
It's looking like just a slight break to the left here, I think.
And that one will drop. We've got a major champion atop the leaderboard. It's Xander Schauffele. Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
This one from 4 feet away.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
The man everyone is chasing right now is Xander Schauffele.
The 5th hole, Rich, the first of the par 3s. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. The par 3 here is an excellent score.
Putting for birdie. And as we move along, it's Xander Schauffele in first place. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. From about 200 yards out. 3 shots off the lead. A chance to move into second place here. It's good off the blade. How good was that putt?
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
And after that hole, this player is in second in the standings, just 1 spot shy of Xander Schauffele.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
That will definitely work. This putt would move the score to 8 under par. Another birdie. That's the 4th of the day. Let's update the leaderboard for you, and we've got 2 names at the top. Our featured player alongside Xander Schauffele.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Let's go down to Henny.
He's looking at a nice round number 180 here.
This one headed for the green. Almost in. Updating the leaderboard, he's got the lead. Lydia Ko is in second place. Now to the finishing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
He seems to have zero regard for the fact that he's playing against a multiple major champion here. Just firing off approach shots like that. Wow.
Now to the par 4 10th. Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
This is on a fantastic line. Wow, another shot on the green. We've seen that a lot today.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
Wow, what a shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
What a performance. 8 birdies on the card. The first of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
You know, Luke Donald once made all 400+ attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
The 13th hole is a par 4. Handy effort, that one. Standing over his second shot. Well, that one is looking like it's going straight down the pipe. Oh, what a shot. Mark it down as an eagle.
Check this out. Pulling it out from the fairway. That away. Great shot.
As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
And just in the first cut here. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
As we check out how things stand, our leader has a 6-shot cushion. He really got behind that one. The second at 15.
This is looking good. Are we going to see it drop?
Tap in birdies. What a beautiful sight. Okay, let's see how things stand. Our featured player is ahead by 7. Let's check out the 16th. It's a par 4. This one's going right there. Oh, that's a beauty.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Let's go over to 17, the par 3. Let's see if 8-iron was the right club. He's got this putt for birdie. The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow. He's made his way to 18 with the lead. Time to get it done. This one looking pretty good off the tee. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Yeah, he's got 190 all the way back here.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
That was the right club. Now a good look at the hole. This would be an incredible way to close out the round with the clubhouse lead. And with that, he'll sign off on his round. And Rich, it was not easy coming in, but our featured player gets it done.
It took every ounce of them to get this win today, Andrew. What an exceptional victory with things being as tight as they were.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you soon.